In a quiet village, there was no one richer than Kabir. He owned the biggest general store, the only rice mill, and a few rental houses in the village. Many poor villagers worked for him as sweepers, loaders, helpers, and clerks. Everyone bowed to Kabir because he controlled their wages and their homes. Kabir's house was the biggest in the village, painted bright, with high walls and an iron gate that always stayed locked. Every morning, Kabir sat on his white porch sipping tea, watching poor villagers sweep his yard and polish his shoes. If a poor worker dared to speak to him, Kabir would wave them away like flies. He paid them just enough to survive, yet made them work day and night. He spoke harshly to them. "You people are born to serve me. Do your dirty work and stay out of my sight." Nobody liked Kabir, but everyone feared him. He thought his power would last forever. One year, heavy floods destroyed the nearby roads. His rice mill stopped running. His store supplies got stuck in the city. Kabir, in his pride, refused to help the villagers or listen to anyone's advice. Instead, he blamed his workers, could they pay even more, and forced them to work longer hours to save his money. Slowly, people stopped working for him. His drivers left, his clerks found work in the next town, and the poor sweepers stopped coming to clean his big yard. Kabir's money dried up paying off old debts. His house began to fall apart, but his pride stayed tall. One night, a fire broke out in his rice mill. Kabir ran shouting for help, but no one came. The village watched from a distance, the same people he had insulted for years. At last, Kabir, covered in ash and trembling, knocked on the tiny mud house of a sweeper named Ravu, who lived at the edge of the village. Ravu could have closed the door, but instead he called his wife to bring water and food. They gave Kabir a seat, a blanket, and fed him their simple meal of roti and salt. Kabir broke down in tears. For the first time, he saw how empty his pride had been. Humbled, Kabir stayed with Ramu and his neighbors. He helped them clean the village paths he once refused to walk on. He carried sacks of grain for the small shops that remained. Slowly, he learned to greet everyone with folded hands, whether they were sweepers, laborers, or beggars. Kabir lost his wealth but gained something far more precious, the respect and love of people who once feared him. This time, they stood by him not because he was rich, but because he had finally become human. Moral: arrogance turns people away. Kindness brings them closer. Wealth can vanish overnight, but respect and humility stay forever. Let's learn from the story. 1. Pride. Meaning, a feeling of being better than others. Arrogance. Example, Kabir's pride made him blind to other people's suffering. 2. Harshly. Meaning, in a cruel or unkind way. Example, he spoke harshly to his workers and made them feel small. 3. Survive. Meaning, to continue to live, especially in difficult conditions. Example, he paid them just enough to survive. 4. Destroyed. Meaning, completely ruined or damaged. Example, heavy floods destroyed the nearby roads. 5. Supplies. Meaning, goods or things needed for daily use. Example, his store supplies got stuck in the city. 6. Debt, meaning money that one person or company owes to another. Example, Kabir's money dried up paying off old debts.